Hi guys, welcome to my Flosstube. I'm using. Sorry about last week's. My sound's not brilliant. I'm still working out the tablet thing. It is Friday, July the 16th. I'm a couple of days adrift again. I've had such a busy week. I've worked every day, all long days each day. So I've done hardly any stitching, but I said I'd do a weekly, so here I am with a weekly. Welcome to my Flosstube. Mostly cross stitch here. Austin's running a loud tap. He got a toy full of slime, so he is rinsing it off. Here in the UK, in our bit of the UK, we have just gone into summer holidays today. Today was the last day, so two of my girls are away, and Maddie is actually working today, which is nice. She's doing my job at the golf club today. Eric, come here. Eric's hurt his paw. Come here. Come here. You're going to show Flosstube your sore paw. Here is Eric. He has got a sore paw. Can you see he's slightly torn the pad there. He's torn his big pad out in the garden doing some nonsense. So here he is, and he's feeling a bit sorry for himself, and he's got a funny little limp. So poor old Eric. Been in the wars a bit. You can see he's come into contact because he started going out. He scuffed up his nose on something. He's got a bit missing here where he's done something. He's not very clever, but he's worked out he can get out through a conservatory window, which is a very high window. It's like a 3-foot jump up. He's just sat down on my cross stitch. That's not good enough. 3-foot jump up out the window, 3 foot down the other side. So, and he's now walking across the crumpliest bag of crisps. My favourite. Crisps. I'll eat all 6 bags of those in one go. I shouldn't, but I will. Anyway, and once they're gone, they're gone. But yeah, so Eric's got a sore paw. Austin's finished school. My eldest girl's working. Middle girl is at Grandma and Grandpa's tonight because it's Friday. And Flora, my little girl, has gone with. He's going to rub against my tablet. Flora has gone down to Ullswater with her best friend paddleboarding, and then she'll stay over at theirs tonight, so she's going to have a good time. So it was just me, Robin and Austin, so we went and did a bit of shopping, got Austin a little toy, and grabbed him a McDonald's for tea, and we're home. So I've got a clean hour now before we need to go out and get Maddie from work, and so I thought I'd show you my very paltry bit of stitching. I have worked on 3 pieces this week, and today we are sponsored by the Long Dog. That's all I've done. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by the Long Dog. I have only stitched on Long Dog samplers. Qualify that. It's just just a little phrase, and I've got some nice bits of wood to show you as well that Robin wanted me to show you. So I'm going to show you some wood right at the end that he's been busy making with his new tools. Not that you can't see the wood anyway. So, and just for you, Christy, here is a needle felted Arctic fox that Maddie made. He just lives up there. Little Arctic fox that Maddie made out of needle felt. We're needle felters here as well, because we do all kinds of random crafts. Maddie's always liked needle felting. And when the Christmas box comes out, I will show you Christy her turkey. He lives on my Christmas tree, and he is as funny as yours, which was brilliant. Anyway, so since my last Flosstube, I have recorded a very lengthy mid-year whip parade, which is in the cloud. It went from here up into Google. Now, I can view it, but I can't retrieve it. So if after another 1 or 2 goes at trying to access these videos fails, I will refilm it. But I spent my afternoon off on Monday collating and filming my mid-year whip parade, which turned out to be possibly a complete waste of my time. I'm thinking possibly now, so we will see. Anyway, also last week I forgot to draw for my giveaway. Very sorry about that. My brain was not with me, and I'm not much better today, but never mind. Anyway, so I will show you what I have been stitched. Let's have some cross stitch. So the Pilgrim, my first piece I stitched on, and there's not a lot of progress, guys, here. So this is where I've got to. All I've done since my last video is this bit here and this bit here. That's it. Little bit here, little bit here. I said I thought I'd try and finish the page, but the page comes right down here. Right down here. The words go in, and there's a big piece of leafy stuff there. All of this below the words. I've not done any of that, but I have finished off the top corner here of the page and done all of this, which is on the next page this way. And I just want to finish the other half of this hair because it's still only got half a hair. So yeah, still going. But while I was doing my mid-year whip parade, I found this, which is Gambit, Opening Gambit, which is the chest themed one. And I have found both corners. So I started over here, and when I found it, where it is on my Flosstube whip parade is about there, and I've picked it up, and because it's single colour, I've put all of this in.
Mummy?
Yes?
Can you come and look at something?
I will come and look at something. Give me 20 seconds.
Okay.
So I've been working on this in the car in the mornings, and because it's just the 3808 on my flush drop. That's nearly the end of the skein there. Only got a couple more lengths of it. It might even be the second skein. I think it's only the first. But this is on a 32 count. It's a Be Stitch Me fabric. It is absolutely beautiful, and it is opalescent, and it's 3808 DOMC, 2 strands full cross, and I've put in all the way along here. I have a miscount here because I'm me and I've done hardly any of it, and I've already got a miscount, so I thought I'll put in the rest of the border and come down, and then I'll do like I did with Anzac. I'll come this way, and I've got a bit of a horse's head here, and I've got one of these funny little upside down froggies like the one in the mouth of the magpie on Anzac. Right, I'm just going to go and see what my boy wanted me to see. I'll be right back. Back again. Treasure X stuff. There's lots of little functions and things to cut open, and yeah, made me wince. Felt like giving birth. You cut the thing open and then you pull, and out comes something bigger than what was in the covered in slime. Enough said. Anyway, my last piece of cross stitch is the pointed fifth, and I'm a bit confused, you see, because I did all my work between last Flosstube and the whip parade, and I've shown it, but it's in the whip parade, which of course you've not seen. So to me it doesn't look like I've made any progress, but I have. So this is what I worked on between last Friday and Monday afternoon, and only this, and I've actually got quite good progress, I think, because I think we were about there, and I've put in all of these. No, I was at the pillow, wasn't I? But I hadn't done the bottom piece and the rocking horse and the crab, and I finished off him, and I put in little bits more here. But you can see now that we're down into the blue here, and this is the second blue. So I've actually put in quite a bit of work on this one, which is really good, and I can tell you where I am on these two because they're both in my pattern keeper on my phone. So the S1 is at 16.6% currently, and I think I'm going to try and work on it a bit more, and then Opening Gambit, that one, and the pointed fifth, it's just loading. Oh, I'm at 9.96, so I've not done any more since my whip parade, which obviously I'm still struggling with. So 9.96% on this. I didn't quite get it to 10%, so I have put a picture up of it like this on Instagram. That's actually the colour, pretty brilliant on it. So basically what I did on my whip parade was go through everything and put it in a keep out pile, or I give myself permission pile. So if I have to refilm it, it's not going to be the same because I've already decided and actually put away all the ones. So I'll get them all out again, put them all through. But I've already decided, and I was kind of deciding there and then what I was going to do with them. But obviously if I have to refilm it, it won't be real, if you see what I mean. Do you see what I mean? It'll be like a second take of it, so it won't be, oh, I love this, I haven't seen it for ages. I'll be like, this is this and I'm keeping it out, this is this and I'm putting it away, which might make a quicker video because it's an hour and a half. And because I filmed it, problem was is the sound on my tablet turned out to be a bit crap, and I am currently recording on my tablet because my phone's not big enough to work. But when I put my SD card into my tablet just went, I'm not touching this with a barge pole. And we thought we'd killed the SD card, which was quite worrying because there's a lot of stuff on my SD card. But when I put my SD card back in my phone, my phone goes, okay, yeah, I can totally read the SD card. So there's an issue between the SD card that reads in my phone but won't read in my tablet. So there's a problem somewhere. Anyway, so I sent the videos up to the cloud because I'm linked to Google, completely linked to Google. And I thought, well, if I send them up to the cloud, they're going to turn up on my Google Pictures on my tablet. No. And if I go and look for them, I can see them, I can view them, but I cannot use them. I can't put them into my editing app at all. And I haven't yet found the way of getting them out of the cloud and onto my tablet. Plenty of room on my tablet, that's not the issue. So you may or may not see that, and I'm going to do my best, and come, I'm going to say Monday, if I haven't been able to do it, I will just re-record it. But I'd really like to stitch on Monday afternoon. It is super hot here in the UK. It's like boiling hot. And oh, I saw on the news this morning, all our main news is running the floods in Germany and the Netherlands and Belgium have basically appeared to mostly have washed away. I'm sure they haven't. I'm sure it's quite specific pieces and parts, but I hope all my viewers in Northern Europe are okay. And I just hope nothing's too inconvenient. Here I live, my biggest city nearest to me is Carlisle, and in 2015, I'm probably wrong, Carlisle washed away, and it was literally underwater to the point where, yeah, lots of people lost their homes. A lot of people were flooded out for several years. It was horrific. Carlisle was just underwater. If I can find a wee picture, I'll put it in here. But honestly, it was horrific. And although it was just slightly inconvenient to us because we live out and up a hill, we live probably 20 miles from the centre of Carlisle here, and it didn't directly affect us. We know a lot of people who were flooded out of their houses, and I understand, even though I didn't have to go through it myself. So, really bad. And if I've got the date wrong, I will put the date on around and about somewhere so that I'll correct myself, because I can't really remember it. But I know which bike shop we had at the time, so I know what ballpark time it was. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm just handling I've got loads of wooden things around me. My only bit of haul for this week is I have treated myself to a second double DMC box. And I've started, what I want to do is get all the rest, because my DMC box is fairly full. And I've reached the point where I can't really fit any more in. So if I buy any for anything, here is my Snow Wizard. And you can see it's mostly loose. There's a couple of bobbins here and there. It's mostly odd skeins. I want to bobbinate all of this, get them numbered, get them in the boxes. So I needed another box. And I've got loose DMC everywhere. I tip some into my coffee. You know, it's just, I need to sort it out. And they're literally everywhere. So I thought, right, I'll get myself another box. So I've got myself another box, and it came, and I'm happy with it, and I've started putting in my odds and bods. So, but other than that, I've not had the time to buy anything. I've not had the time to do anything. You can see I've done all my snow stitches this week, but you know, I said I'd do one every week, so here I am. What I can do is give you, last week when I didn't do the winner of my Christmas in July little kit, the wreath kit, and the needle minder to go with it. I didn't do it, but I did draw for it. So I can show you my screenshot of the drawing was here, which and the winner is Jane McTavish. Here, look, it says, oh, if I can get it to show, winner. Oh, pushed there, didn't mean to push that. Look, here, can you see? Here's my whip parade. All of these videos here, because I've stopped and started to put in pictures and stuff. There's the whip parade, which I can't process on here. Anyway, Jane McTavish, if you want to ping me an address, postal address, Instagram's probably best. If you're not on Instagram, you can messenger me, you can email me. I'll try and remember to put my details in the drop box below, but most of my other videos have got loads of ways of contacting me on them, or just simply comment and I'll find you somehow. So yeah, and I'm not going to do a giveaway this time, guys. I'm just snowed under with work and I'm too tired and I'm not doing very well at keeping up with things at the moment, so I'm ever so sorry. I'm super behind as usual, and all I do is apologise. So I'm sorry, and that's it at the moment. And we called off the Stitchy Zoom this week because I'm like a tired bag of bones. Jennifer's had a hell of a week and is basically ping-ponging around the country at the moment trying to keep on top of her life. So she could have set it all up, but I was just like, you know what, I'm exhausted and I feel selfish and I feel bad, but we'll be back on the 30th of July if you want to join our Stitchy Zoom. You've got to hop on the Craftingly Facebook group and go from there. But I'm sorry, guys, I really enjoy it, I love it, and I look forward to it, but I'm just flat at the minute and tired. So I'm actually, once I've got Maddie back from work, I'm literally going to go to sleep probably, and my poor stitching will sit and cry tonight as well. So what I thought, I can't see the stuff to fill up my Flosstube with. I can't see the stuff. I was going to talk about my plan new starts, but I've got three heids that I'm going to start, but I'm going to talk about them later because I've not brought them here. And yeah, I think that's me for stitching content. There's hardly any. I've worked on 3 long dogs and I'm burst. I haven't even put in any, not even a single stitch has gone into this guy. I'd really like to put some stitches into this in this coming week, but I just don't know. And our country opens up on the 19th to the point where we can start. The only difference I think it's going to make is I'm not going to be wearing face covering as much, certainly at work, and I'll still wear them in shops and, you know, anywhere that I feel like I should be wearing one, but it's not going to be mandatory anymore. But I think a lot of people still will because, you know, our cases are still kind of rising everywhere. And other than that, it means the events in our big marquee. We've got a big marquee joined to the golf club, which, well, in the next field to the golf club that belongs to the golf club. So the events are going to start, so people are going to have weddings, and we've got a big corporate event on first. So I'm going to be doing some very long hours there, but it's good. It's money. Money's money. It's what I need to do is earn money. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. That's what happens when you're in lockdown. If you don't get paid, you only get paid 80% your normal wage. It's very difficult to get back on top of everything. So at the minute, all I need to do is do hours. Just work my hours. So that's what's leaving me so tired and so flat. There's a solution out there, but I'm still working on it, and I will get there. So for right now, I've just realised that I don't know where the microphone port is, which is probably why the sound is bad on my tablet. I'm just wondering if I had it microphone down last time, if you see what I mean. So I was muffled. It is muffled, I've watched it back. When I edit this, I will turn the volume up on the video and try and see if I can clarify the volume a little bit. But if it's muffly and it's quiet, turn the volume up on your telly, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying, but I'm a bit crap at the moment. Hopefully I'll get my bounce back soon. So I'm going to show you some things that Robin has made. He has made some spools. We've all seen these, but this one, it has a little divot on the top, which would make a nice little pot for needles, for bits and pieces, and it also opens, which not only makes it very light, it makes it very useful. So you could put your piece of cross stitch round here and put other things in there, an orc pot or whatever you want, and whatever you want pot. Doesn't have to be stitchy. It could have the spare car keys in it, you know, bit of decor, but useful. Or your £2 coins. You know, in this country we tend to store our £2 coins. And then I've got another one here, which looks more like a jar, but still has the piece that you could put your cross stitch round. And it's a nice size pot. Again, it's got a pretty shape on the top. This one is quite a nice big one. So for a tall piece of cross stitch, and it's completely hollow. So we're trying to make them as light as they can. So that is almost completely hollowed out to make it as light as it can be, so that we can post them for less. And he's even domed the inside there, so that there's the least amount of wood, takes a lot of the weight off. And now I've got, so there's some spools like that, and then I've got some little, well, this is a little vase, piece of oak. This is his hollowing out tool that he got with his money from selling the last batch of spools. Can you see? It's just beautiful. And then there's this one. They're showing a richer colour, I'd say, than it is in my hand. Yeah, it's about that colour. And I bring it nearer and it goes, but you can see he's hollowed out. He's gone in here. And that's an unusual sort of shape. This is oak, I think. And then there's this, which he adores. This is this weird wood that sort of glows. This is a piece of wood. This is what it's like. It's like got two grains on it. And it's a vase. And he's hollowed it right out. It's nice and thin and fine. But look, it kind of glows. I can't even begin to show you the lustre. It sort of looks like fire. So he's very proud of this one. This one's quite special. So I've got some bits of wood. Robin is busy. He's making things. He's turning. If the piece of wood he's turning wants to be something different, he's making it into something different. If it wants to be a spool, he's making a spool. But these, we're trying to make them light. So we're trying to make them hollow, to make them light, and equally useful. So with a top that in itself is a nice little dish. Could be an orc, could be the orc dish sitting next to you when you stitch, and when you're finished, you put them in, you put the lid on, and it's back to looking like an ornament. Anyway, they are what you want them to be. And then that one just looks like a jar. I love that one. That's this wood. There was a spool in this wood. This is in the wood. It's like slightly spalted somehow. And these little funny marks are in them. Can you see? Look, there's some there. It looks like he's been at them with a Sharpie, but honestly, it's just how it is. This is this same sort of weird shiny. Can you see? It's the same, but that's obviously a plainer piece of wood than this piece, which just as he started turning it, he was just like, I've got something amazing on my lathe. It's just amazing wood. Anyway, so there's that, which is nice. And he's getting together a batch, and we're going to have a batch probably of the spools. All these little things, all these little unusual things, they'll be all going in the Etsy shop. The spools, I'm going to wait until he's got 8 or 10 ready, and we'll try and do a little flash sale on Instagram. So our shop's Instagram is Crafty6. I'll put it here. I haven't put anything up there for a while because, as I say, I've just been flat out. You can see from the bags under my eyes. You can see because I look about 400 years old. I'm tired, guys. But I'll get over this hump and then I'll get back to my stitching and it'll be stitchy, stitchy, stitchy. Look, I did 3,000 stitches today and I did 200 on this and 1,000 on that and 300 on this, and wow, I'm doing great guns. I'll get back to that. Right now, it's a plodge. I'm plodging through the hard bit of life at the moment, but school is out, so for my 3 youngest children, they're in the summer holidays, which means I don't have to do a school run in the morning. I don't have to, my alarm that's set for 5 to 7. I now wake up before my alarm every day, but my alarm is set before 7. I don't have to get the kids out of school, out of bed. I don't have to get them fed. I don't have to make lunches. I don't have to make coffees. I don't have to drive them to school and then wait and then drive and drop another one off, drive to a different school and drop him off. I can just get up, make coffee, sit and stitch, have another coffee, get dressed, brush my teeth, put my hair in a bun and drive to work. Which sounds pretty brilliant to me, which means I should get a little bit of stitchy time every day, which means I feel like I've had some time. What I'm lacking at the minute is time for myself. I don't feel like I'm stopping for a moment, and when I do stop I think, oh my god, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that, I need to be doing this, and then I kind of malfunction and can't do anything. It's like I can't scrape myself together to do anything. So hopefully for the next 6 weeks with the kids not in school, I can just pull it back a notch, not do the dinners, not have to check everybody's got school uniform clean for tomorrow, not check I've got 2 PE shoes, not check that the book's in the book bag. You know, I can leave all of that to one side. When my kids are on holiday, I don't bother them. I don't get them up in the morning. They can just chill because they need it, because even though we have had a very funny year, they're still so tired. So yeah, and my big girl, of course, is going to university in September. Yesterday we got her student finance sorted. We went on the government website, we created her a login, we went through the 2 application forms, and all I need to do now is submit my income information to them, and then they will decide what level of grant she gets, and that's it. Wow. So her tuition is done, and she'll get that because every kid gets the tuition. And then the maintenance loan, which is like the living costs, help for living costs, it varies. You get there's a flat rate that anybody, no matter how wealthy your parents are, can apply for. It's not parents, it's household. So for us, it's me, it's Robin, and they take into account that we have a household and we have a family. They just access my tax credits account, which is all HMRC. It's all linked together, and they'll say, right, okay, she earns this, she looks after this many people, there's going to be this much left over to help that one go to university, we'll give her that much help, and then that's on Maddie to repay when she starts working, when she's finished her degree, which she knows about and she understands. And yeah, she's going to be a lawyer of some description, so she's not phased that she's going to have to pay this money back, because you can't get the degree without borrowing the money to get the degree. It's like a circle. So anyway, we did it and we're sorted. I just have to fill in my form. I have to fill in a form for Robin, which is easy because his form is 0, 0, 0 and 0. So that's an easy form to fill in. My form is just simply my last year's tax income, which I have written down. So it's easy. I just need to do that and then we are sorted and she can go. Anyway, that was my big achievement yesterday. It wasn't stitching related, but I don't think you mind, because if you're still watching me with hardly any stitching content and no prize, if you've tuned in for a prize, there's no prize this week, guys. I'm sorry. I'm struggling to post out the prizes I've got pending anyway. So for no reason other than I'm jiggered. I'm too tired. I get home and I basically take my uniform off and go to sleep. That's me. I'm like that. It's just, I'm done for the day. And I know lots of people who work are just like that when they get in. They're just done for the day. But I'm old. Right guys, I'm just whining now. I'm sorry I'm whining. I'm usually upbeat. I'm a bit whiny today. I'm old and I'm tired. Right, I will sign off here and I'm going to do a little bit of stitching and I will catch you next week for Flosstube. And if I can't sort out these wretched videos which are in here but I can't get them on there to process them, they're pointing at my tablet, not pointing at you. I can't seem to get them from here to there, and they're huge, of course. They're like 16-minute videos, and I can't Bluetooth them. It just almost exploded. I tried, and it almost exploded sending a 2-minute video across. So yeah, it didn't work out so well. Anyway, I'll either figure it out or I won't, and that's all I can say on it. It's either going to work or it won't. And if it doesn't, I'll re-record it, but I'll let you know that it's the re-record because it won't be as honest as the first video, if you see what I mean, as the first video that's in here that I can see but you can't, because I can't get it to a place where you can see it, and it's infuriating me, honestly. I've been like almost having a little tantrum. The only way, I tell you what, if I can't get it onto my tablet, I'll have to maybe record it in maybe process it in 3 pieces so that I can use my phone to upload the videos, because they're just so big. I just need to make them smaller so that I can do each one at a time. That's going to be a pain in the ass for you, pain in the ass for me, but it might be the only way I can do it because I really don't want to re-record it. Righto guys, I will go. I will see you next week, and hopefully I will have some stitching to show you. Bye bye for now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.